Well, a win on the 4th of July, not too shabby, right? The Commodores get one of those, taking down the Cotuit Cavaliers by a score of 10-5, sweeping the Cats in the home-and-home series. With Carter Bainbridge, I'm Trey Redfield. Welcome to Closing the Door. Carter, 10 runs. Enough said.
Well, it really was that simple tonight for the Dores. Just the second time this season that the Commodores have scored double-digit runs in the game. The other one was that dozen they had out at Wareham in mid-June. So this is an unlikely offensive explosion, especially considering the team they were playing against, the Cotuit Cavaliers, who came in it today leading the league in pitching. They had allowed the fewest runs and the fewest base hits, the toughest team to hit and score off of, but you wouldn't have known it today, thanks in part to a spectacular day from center fielder Andrew Pinckney. 2 home runs, 5 driven in.
That's not too shabby. And then there was another Alabama Crimson Tide member on the mound. It was Grayson Hitt. Along with a bunch of relievers, they did enough to get the job done tonight. It wasn't the strongest of nights from the pitching staff, but you know what? They got a lot of help offensively, and you'll take that any day.
Yeah, Grayson Hitt finally got some run support, which he had been lacking the first couple starts of the season. He only went 3 innings and gave up 3 earned runs because the Cats finally looked like themselves at the plate, which they didn't do yesterday, but they put up a 7 spot today and scored in most innings today. So they were always putting pressure on the Dores pitching staffs. Hitt and a couple others were just the victims of that. But you take what you can get from the Dores, whose pitching has been really good. Even though the hitting took a while to come around, they're now piecing it together and have a 3-game winning streak.
So an off day tomorrow, and you said it, they're starting to piece it together. Off day coming in a bad time a little bit, but you know what? July 6th is right around the corner. So important for the Dores to get back in the win column, right?
Yeah, there's 2 schools of thought, that the off day will either cool off a hot team or give them a little bit of rest that could benefit them as they head into the next stretch. Because this was the final game in a 7 games in 7 days stretch, I should say, the busiest part of the season for the entire Cape League. So now you get an off day, mid-July, we're nearing the halfway point of the season. The Dores were tied for 4th place coming in today. Now they get that extra day of rest. We'll see what they do on the other side.
Commodores taking down the Cavaliers by a score of 10-5 tonight on July 4th at Lowell Park. As you can tell, the sun is already set, and we got to go catch some fireworks. That's Carter Bainbridge. I'm Trey Redfield. We're signing off from Lowell Park.